Live coverage starting soon. Live coverage starting soon. It's time for Caruthersville Tigers basketball from the Cowles Christmas Classic at Dyersburg High School. Sponsors for our broadcast include Carmack Shell and Convenience Store, the Caruthersville School District, the Bank of Missouri, Arcosa Marine, the Pemiscot County Special School District, Boot Hill Eye Care, Dr. David M. Boyd, DMD, the City of Caruthersville, Cotton Pick and Clean, by Citizens for Donnie Brown, Hayden Pharmacy, First State Bank and Trust, and by Prescription Drug Store. And now, Caruthersville Tigers basketball.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the Cowles Classic here from Dyersburg High School in Dyersburg, Tennessee. Annual shootout that they have here at Dyersburg, as Charles Cowles was attached to the team for a long time. They had a little bit of information on that in between the games earlier, so it was really interesting to hear that. He worked with the team for over 30 years and then tragically passed away, so they decided to honor him with this Charles Cowles Classic. And it was good to hear the backstory on that. I love to hear the backstory on how things get started like this, where, especially when it's a local shootout like this that's been going on for an extremely long time. So our final matchup of the day coming up on an early start here about 4:45. It will be Dyersburg High School Varsity taking on Caruthersville Varsity squad. So the Trojans taking on the Tigers here. Announcing the starting five for the Caruthersville Tigers. First, it will be Abion Moten. Sammy Bryan getting the start, of course. Daquan Spates, familiar names as the starters here. Zermonte Alexander. And the final starter for the Tigers, Colby Sargent. Coach Lamont Bell sending his starting five out there. Now the Dyersburg Trojans going to get, of course, the hometown introduction here with the lights dimming and the hot music behind it as they announce them. We appreciate you tuning in. We had to have some minor technical difficulties right before we came on. Thanks to Tad Jones for always taking care of us. He remotely logged in, somehow did some technological magic behind the scenes there and got it all straightened out for us. So we're ready to go. So starters for the Trojans. A.J. Higgins getting the start. Thad Hill. Mikey Macklin. Braden Turnage getting the start. Missed the first starter, so we'll give you that one right now. That is Ace Mahaffey. Coach Blaine Mahaffey, the head coach for the Dyersburg Trojans. Do apologize if I announce any names incorrectly. It's that old Southeast Missouri pronunciation for you. Final game of the shootout for you, both for our broadcast and for the shootout itself. This is the nightcap and the close to the Charles Cowles Classic here from Dyersburg High School. Paul Glass with you tonight. Perry Jones had the call last night. Tigers lost a hard-fought one against Obion Central. Opening tip-off in this one, and it goes in the hands of the Trojans. Turnage tipped it back to Mahaffey there. Call him Ace, might be easier. Ace swinging around here. Throws it with it, Ace. Now double teamed at the free throw line, but he kicks it out to the shooter in the corner, and that is off the mark. Tigers with the rebound, going back the other way. Monty Alexander with it in the front court. Over to Spates on the left wing. He'll dribble back up top. Back to Alexander on the right side. Alexander dribbles, pulls up, jumper in the lane off the backboard, then the rim. Comes down the hands of Turnage for the Trojans, and they'll go back the other way. Nice to Higgins. Higgins now to Hill. Hill back to Higgins up top. Ball tipped out. Saved by Moten in the hands of Sargent. Nice job there by Abion Moten to get that one. Alexander with it now into the front court. Over to Spates. Sammy Bryant in the corner for three and knocks it down. The Tigers with the first lead of this one, 3-0. Trojans with it front court, swinging it around now. Hill back to Higgins up top. Higgins is double teamed, loses his footing, but somehow gets the pass away to Hill. Back to Higgins, lost a handle on it there. Now Ace Mahaffey in the corner for three. That's off the mark. And Alexander the rebound. Out front to Bryant, one man to beat. That will be blocked, tipped out of bounds. It was off the Tigers, so it'll be Trojan basketball going back the other way. There's Macklin getting a hand on that one. On that shot by Bryant. Higgins takes the inbound. As the Tigers apply some pressure here, Alexander tips it away. And goes out of bounds off of the Tigers. The Tigers won the call to go the other way, but didn't get it. So Trojan basketball to inbound. 3-0 the lead for the Tigers here. 6:15 to go here in the first. Over to Hill. Now to Macklin. That's to Higgins. Now stripped away. Spates has it. Alexander with it now off the pass. Driving. Kicking it out to Moten. Moten driving. Kicks it back to Alexander. Alexander sidesteps on the dribble for three. Off the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound. Back to Moten for three from the corner. That rolls in and out, and the Trojans the rebound. Macklin has it, coming up the floor with it. Trapped at midcourt. Dishes it off to Hill. Hill drive. Shot. No good. Tipped in the air by Turnage, but Moten the rebound. Gives it off to Spates. Spates will bring it up the floor for the Tigers. Still 3-0. Back and forth possessions here, coming up empty for both teams. Alexander looking to drive. Now we'll back up. Over to Bryant in the corner. Back up top to Spates. Spates looking to drive the lane. Shot off balance. Rolls around and falls in. It's a 5-0 lead for the Tigers here to start things off. Higgins with it back the other way. Ace Mahaffey with it on the right side. Through double coverage there, but Hill knocks one down for three. That is Thad Hill with a three-pointer for the Trojans. 5 minutes to go in the first. 2-point lead for the Tigers, 5-3. Alexander with it now, sets up the offense. Kick it back over to Spates. Spates to Moten now. A little give and go here. Moten will pull up for the long three-pointer. It's off the mark. Nobody there to rebound but the Trojans. Turnage has it. Hands it off to Higgins. Higgins brings it up the floor. Macklin in the corner. Double team. Turnage driving the lane off the pass. That's good for two. Braden Turnage. Braden Turnage, the big man for the Trojans. And we're going to have a timeout taken by the Tigers as it is tied up 5-5 here in this one. We'll be back right after this.
High school sports can be a lot of fun and involved a lot of hard work by countless folks to field a team every week. Arcosa Marine Inc. knows this, and that's why they take pride in calling attention to the team efforts of the players, coaches, and fans in Pemiscot County. Arcosa Marine encourages you to support your favorite team when possible by attending all games, both home and away. Good luck and best wishes for a successful season to all area schools from the team at Arcosa Marine Products in Caruthersville.
Welcome back once again. We're all knotted up at 5 here. 4:27 left to go in the first as the Tigers took the timeout. Braden Turnage by far the tallest player on the court, 6'8" listed on the roster. 257 pounds. That's a mountain of a man moving across the basketball court. Bryan with the now up top off the inbound. Back to Alexander. Alexander with it. He'll dribble up top of the key. Now trying to make a move in the lane. Pulls up free throw line. Jumper. High bounce. No good. Turnage the rebound. Hands it off to Macklin. Macklin up the floor. Trapped at midcourt. Has it stolen away by Alexander. Out in front. Turnage the only one to beat. And he beats him by a step. That's good for 2. Monte's first points of the game. 7-5 lead for the Tigers. Ace with it on the jumper. Short. Turnage. The rebound. He'll be fouled on the shot and go to the line. That will be Spates picking up his first team foul for the Tigers. Here in the first half. Turnage will go to the line for 2. Makes the first one. Seven to 6 the lead for the Tigers. Turnage could tie it though. And he does with that free throw. We're all knotted at 7 now. Tigers back the other way. 3:45 to go here in the first. Alexander with it crossing into the front court. No pressure. Now we'll hand it off to Spates. Spates driving. Move in the lane is off the glass. No good. That one rolls out. Both of them roll out of there. And Dyersburg back the other way. Maffey no look pass in the lane. That is good for 2. That is Jeffrey Cobb into the ball game off the no look pass from Ace Maffey. Alexander will call his shot, looking for the screen, and he drives it right down the lane for 2. All tied at 9. Turnage takes it off the pass. Little spin move. Bryant steals it away. Out front to Alexander. Alexander, again an off-balance shot, but he knocks that one down. Jamonte Alexander now with 6 here in the frame. 2-point lead for the Tigers. That's off of Alexander, but Trojans come away with it. Sammy Bryant and Spates. The double team. Get it up top to Hill. Now to Cobb. Back up top. Ace Mahaffey. Now Tristan Hill wide open for 3. That's off the mark. Cobb with the rebound. A wild shot on the putback. And we're going to have a foul called on Dyersburg Trojans. That is on Braden Turnage. His first. Team's first here in the first. 2:28 left to go in the first quarter. Macklin will check in as Turnage will check out. It'll be Alexander inbounding to Moten. Moten will give it back to Jamonte. He'll bring it up the floor. Clock is still not started. Now it's started. Now Alexander trapped out there top of the key. He gets it over to Sammy Bryant for 3 in the corner. And wrapped around the rim here, so the officials will call a short timeout there, but it is 14-9 in favor of the Tigers here. Approaching 2 minutes to go in the first. As Hill with it. Now Cobb for 3 from the corner. That's good for 3. That cuts the lead just to 2 points now. It's Jeffrey Cobb knocking down the 3-pointer. Alexander has it and will bring it up the floor. Trying to get around the screen. He is immediately trapped. Looking for Avion Moten running the baseline. No foul on the call, but he knocks it in for 2 as he let the defender run by after the contact. And you're going to have a foul called. Sammy picking up his first. Team second here in the first quarter. 1:30 to go. 4-point lead for the Tigers. Inbound will go cross court to Hill. Hill to Macklin at the free throw line. Macklin will kick it back out to Hill. Hill for 3. Rolls in and out, off the rim, and Alexander comes out with it. Struggle for the basketball. Cobb steals it away. It's like 3-on-1, and they put it in for 2. That is Jace Ward with 2 for the Dyersburg Trojans. Now, Sammy Bryant for 3 on the other end. Sammy 9 points here in the opening frame, all off the 3 ball. That is Cobb in the corner driving, has it tipped out. Goes in the hands of Ward, getting it across the court here. Ace Maffey, he's going to go up for the shot wildly. He does put it in. Maffey for 2. Ryan with it now on the right wing. Kick it back up top to Spates. Tigers slowing it down a little bit as it's been back and forth, fast pace here. Alexander driving. Spates for three from the right wing. Spates shots off the mark. Hill with the rebound. To Cobb. Cobb driving. Kicks it back, and he'll get called for the travel. 24.2 seconds on the clock here in the first. 3-point lead for the Tigers, 19-16 as Spates will inbound to Alexander. No pressure. As Alexander will bring it up the floor. Ward there to meet him after he crosses the timeline. Get it across to Spates. 10 seconds now here in the first quarter. Back to Alexander. Alexander driving, pulls up, kicks it out. Abion Moten for three from the right side. That's good for three for Moten. Maffey slings one. Full court here, but is off the mark. We will go to the second quarter. Tigers out front by 6, 22-16. We'll be back with the second quarter after this.
Good luck to the Caruthersville Tigers from Caruthersville School District 18. The team is off to another great year, and District 18 encourages everyone to cheer on and support the Tigers throughout the season. Good luck, Tigers, from Superintendent Brad Gerling, Board President Jimmy Lyons, Vice President Lee Bethune, Treasurer Chloe White, and board members Tom McCall, Donna Clark, Joe Cagle, Teresa Tidwell, and the faculty, employees, and students of Caruthersville School District 18.
Dr. David M. Boyd, DMD, and the We Care team in Portageville are proud supporters of both high school sports and Bright Smiles. The office is open and they're seeing patients to ensure your good dental health and a smile. Please call them at 573-379-3650 to schedule an appointment. You may also visit the website at drdavidboyd.com. Go team from Dr. David M. Boyd, DMD, and the We Care team. Call 379-3650. Dr. Boyd congratulates all area teams and sends best wishes for another successful season.
And welcome back to the Charles Cowles Classic here in Dyersburg as we are in the final game of this shootout, and the Tigers lead this one 22-16 as they inbound start the second quarter here. Alexander to Moten on the right side. Moten dribbles now to Sargent up top of the key. Over to Moten once again. Moten trying to drive. He's trapped in the corner, stolen away by the Trojans. Out front, overrun, back to Macklin. That's off the mark. Alexander with it now. He'll come up the floor. Have to pull up, wait for some assistance to get down there as well. Hands it off to Spates. Spates holds the ball for a minute. Now we'll dribble. Back to Alexander now. Alexander driving. Bryant off the hot pass in the corner. Couldn't handle it. Gets it back to Alexander. Spates with it in the corner. Spates will get called for the travel. You know, the ball was free and popped loose a little bit there. Turn it over to Dyersburg. They will inbound in front of their bench. Bring it down the floor. Still trailing by 6, 22-16. Maffey, no look. Macklin, then to Turnage. Back to Maffey. Pulls up for the three from the wing and knocks it in. Ace Maffey for three there. And it's a 3-point lead for the Tigers. 22-19 here. Sammy Bryan with it now. So hand it off to Moten. Moten driving. Shot off balance and in there, and they will call the foul. Shot is good. He'll go to the line, try to convert a 3-point play. That is Braden Turnage, his second foul. First team foul here in the second. Quan McVeigh checking in as Spates will check out. Also Turnage check out of the ball game for Dyersburg. One shot for Moten. That's up and in. Makes that one. First the 3-point play, and it is back to a 6-point lead for the Tigers. Macklin to Hill on the left wing. Back up top to Higgins. Macklin at the free throw line. Mahaffey for three. That's off the mark. And McVeigh into the ball game gets a rebound. Hands it off to Sargent, who hands it off to Alexander. Coming up the floor now. Alexander will hand it off to Moten. Moten has the top of the key. Moten driving, spin move. Loses a handle on it, got called for the travel. Coach Bell tells him to calm down a little bit. Trojan basketball going back the other way. Ward will take the inbound, bring it up the floor for the Trojans. Hill with it now. Now stolen away on the pass by Alexander. Alexander driving, has it stripped out of his hands, and it will be Tiger basketball to inbound. Baseline short into the court here. Alexander slaps the basketball. Inbound goes to Moten on the right wing. Moten driving, pulls up free throw line. That's off the mark. Tipped out by McVeigh. Ball is free, and Bryant saves it, but throws it into the hands of Dyersburg. Dyersburg coming the other way. Cross court now to Higgins once again. Higgins will kick it out to Hill. Hill for three from way up top. That's no good. Ward had it in his hands, but stripped out, and Alexander comes out with it. It'll go out of bounds off of Jace Ward for the Dyersburg Trojans. So Tigers basketball to inbound. 25-19 the lead for the Tigers. 5:30 left to go in the first half. Alexander with it now. Driving, loses a handle on it. Ward comes out with it. One man to beat is Sargent. Up and in, off the glass, cuts the lead to 4. Alexander inbounds, gets it back as the Trojans applying some pressure here. McVeigh, Abion Moten wide open for three from the corner. That's no good. Struggle for the basketball. Looking to see who will have possession here. It will be Tiger basketball. Didn't see a clear indication there. Alexander has it. Looks to inbound. Set up top to Bryant. Over to McVeigh. McVeigh now will dribble back up top. Give it off to Alexander. Alexander pulls up for three. Can't get that to fall. Trojans with the rebound. Macklin has it. Hands it off to Ace Matthews. He comes up the floor. Nice behind the back move to avoid the steal there. Now to Hill. Cross court to Higgins. Higgins running the baseline. Looking for Macklin. Struggle for the basketball. Saved by Alexander. And Sargent has it. He'll give it to Bryant. Bryant will dribble. Now we'll give it back to Alexander. Alexander will bring it up the floor. Slowly, now crossing into the front court. 4:15 to go here in the first half. Alexander looking for a screen here. Over to McVeigh with the quick release on the three. No good. Moten off the rebound. Shot is up, bounces around, no good. And we're going to have a foul called, I believe, on McVeigh. And is correct. His first. Team's first here in the second. Trojans coming up the floor. Still trailing by 4, 25-21. 4 minutes to go. Hill with it now. It's back up top to Ward. Ward to Macklin. Maffey in the corner for three. That's in there for three from Ace Maffey once again. 6 points here in the frame, and it's just a 1-point lead for the Tigers now. 25-24. Again, Alexander will bring it up the floor after the inbound. Met there by Thad Hill. Now Jace Ward looking for somebody in the lane, but nobody there. That'll turn it over to the Dyersburg Trojans. Cobb into the ball game. We'll take it out for Dyersburg. Inbound to Ward. Ward brings it up the floor. Over to Maffey on the left wing. Higgins with it on the baseline. Bobbles it. Now hands it off to Cobb. Cobb driving, loses the footing. Now we're going to have a jump ball on the floor. And it will remain Trojan basketball. Inbound from the baseline. Substitution coming in. Spates will come in. Sargent will check out. And it will be Ward taking it out for Dyersburg. Inbound will go to Higgins. Now up top to Hill. Hill will hand it off to Maffey, and Maffey will set up the offense. Ward with it now. Back to Maffey. Cobb. Hill with it on the left side, driving. Remove, and he'll draw the foul. That is McVeigh picking up his second very quickly. His second, team second here. 3:01 left to go in the first half. Thad Hill will step to the line for 2 free throws. 1 point lead for the Tigers, 25-24, and now we're all tied up at 25. Makes the first free throw. Could give the Trojans the lead once again on this free throw. And he does not. It clanks off the rim, maybe on Moten there. For the rebound, hands it off to Alexander. Alexander to McVeigh, ball tipped, but Moten comes out with it. Shot, or a pass to McVeigh, he'll draw the foul. That's going to be on Thad Hill. His first, team's second. And Quan McVeigh will be at the line for 2 shots here. McVeigh's first shot is in there. Tigers lead once again, 26-25. Second shot from the left-handed shooting McVeigh. That one's in there. Drains both of those. Substitution coming in. It's a 2-point lead for the Tigers, 27-25. Ward checks out as Macklin checks back into the ball game for Dyersburg Trojans. 2:45 to go here in the first half. Higgins brings it up the floor over to Hill. Hill to Cobb. Cobb looking down low. Now Maffey with the jumper. And that's good. Nothing but net from Ace Maffey. 8 points in the frame here. And we're all tied at 27 once again. Alexander takes the inbound as the Trojans set up for the full court press. Alexander to Spates. Spates now to Alexander. Alexander driving. Shot is up. And will be no good. And it will be a foul called on Mikey Macklin of the Dyersburg Trojans. Trojan fans not liking the call. Jamonte Alexander will step to the free throw line for 2 shots here. 2:23 to go in the first half. Scheduled 5 o'clock start. We did get started just a tad early. Actually around 4:45 or so. So if you're just tuning in, that's why we're so deep into this game already. First shot from Alexander is off the mark, no good. Next shot from Jamonte. Drains that one, gives the Tigers the lead once again. This time 28-27. 2:23 to go in the first half. Higgins takes the inbound, gets it back to Hill. Tigers trapping in the backcourt. Now out front to Cobb, wide open in the lane, and that gives the Trojans the lead. Tigers quickly down the floor. Moten has it stripped out of his hands, tips it out now to Alexander. Alexander driving, wild shot, somehow gets the rebound back as it kicked free. And now the Trojans come down with the rebound. Hill driving. Maffey open for 3 on the left side. That's short. Tipped and stolen away again by the Trojans. Macklin with it now. Short jumper. That's good for Mikey Macklin, his first points in the game. 3-point lead for the Trojans now, 31-28. Spates with it. Ball tipped in the air as the Tigers having trouble with the pressure. Higgins trying to get it to Maffey. Maffey not paying attention. Thad Hill for 3 this time, a little bit short. Higgins the rebound, and he'll draw the foul as he goes up. That'll be Daquan Spates picking up his second. Team's third here. So A.J. Higgins to the line for 2, looking for his first points in the game. 1:26 to go here in the first half. Can't get the first one to fall. Gavin Moten checking in the ball game. Spates will check out. Next shot from Higgins. Oh, that's off the front of the rim, and McVeigh rebound. Trapped immediately, has it tipped or stolen away. Macklin too strong. Can't get it to fall. Maffey with it now. Now to Hill. Over to Cobb on the left wing. Cobb driving. Shot. No good. And struggle for the basketball on the floor. Macklin has it. Gets it to Cobb. Cobb again draws the foul. This time on Jamonte Alexander. His first, team's 4th here in the second quarter. Jeffrey Cobb will step to the free throw line for 2 here. 1:03 left to go in the first half. Dyersburg with a 3-point lead, 31-28. First shot from Cobb is in there, makes it a 4-point lead. Terrence Jackson in as Avion Moten will check out. That shot's off the mark, and Jackson the rebound as soon as he comes in. Having to fight to hold the basketball as 3 Trojans converge on him there. Moten driving, has it stripped out, and McVeigh puts it in for 2. Trojans now bring it back up the floor. Just a 2-point lead for the Trojans, 32-30. Hill with it on the right wing. Over to Higgins in the corner. Now to Macklin. Macklin to Maffey. Maffey for 3. Pulls up. A little bit short. Tipped around. Higgins with the rebound. He puts it back in for 2. A.J. Higgins, the shot. His first points in the game. Alexander coming up the floor now. Trying to get through the pressure. The ball tipped in the air. Moten comes out with it. Has it stripped away. Now to Alexander. Alexander has Hill all over him. Final seconds here in the first half. Terrence Jackson in the corner. Terrence Jackson driving. Ball free. 3 seconds now. Maffey driving, and he'll be fouled with 2.1 seconds left. I believe they said it was on the floor, but that is the 5th team foul. It's Alexander with his second. So it was on the floor, but that's the 5th team foul. So Ace Maffey will be at the line shooting 2 free throws here. Trojans lead it 34-30. 2.1 seconds left here in the first half. They add to that lead a couple of free throw opportunities. First one rolls in and out, no good. Second one on the way. Gets that one to falls. He splits the free throws. 5-point lead for Dyersburg. Jackson heaves a shot at the buzzer, but it's no good. And we go to halftime with the Trojans out front, 35-30 over the Tigers here in the final game of this Charles Cowles Classic here from Dyersburg. We'll take a break and look at the first half scoring here at the halfway point in this one right after this.
First State Bank and Trust is more than just products and services. We're there for you for your first paycheck, buying a home, opening a small business, starting a family, or planning to retire, and everything in between. We're the local bank you know and trust for all of your financial needs. Visit fsbtrust.com or stop by your local First State Bank and Trust to explore all of your financial options. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
To stay ahead of any vision problems, it's a good idea to schedule a yearly eye exam with Dr. Allison Whitener at Boot Hill Eye Care in Caruthersville, or with Dr. Justin Schroeder and Dr. Jake Lewis at Dyersburg Family Eye Care. They offer diabetic eye care, treatment of glaucoma, dry eyes, and allergy conditions, and see them for prescription eyeglasses, progressive lenses, and contact lenses. For your appointment, call Boot Hill Eye Care at 573-333-3937 or Dyersburg Family Eye Care at 731-285-5411.
Need your COVID vaccination? Hayden Pharmacy in Caruthersville is offering COVID vaccinations, and all walk-ins are welcome. You can also get your flu shot or other vaccinations such as pneumonia and shingles at Hayden Pharmacy. Hayden Pharmacy is happy to provide a free delivery service and Pocket RX. Learn more at haydenpharmacy.com. Stop in today and check out their great selection of home decor and baby items. If you're expecting, sign up for their baby registry today. Hayden Pharmacy, 1200 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville.
The Pemiscot County Career and Technology Center can provide the training you need for an entry-level position in today's advanced technical career fields. They'll help you get ahead with classes in automotive technology, ag building structures and construction trades, restaurant management, health occupations, industrial electronics, plus welding technology. All programs are backed by on-campus support and testing services. For information, call 359-2601 and get on the road to success with Pemiscot County Career and Technology Center. Call 359-2601.
At Carmack Shell and Convenience Store, convenience is more than just a catchy word. It's what they're all about. Carmack never closes and is always open with convenience items including hot foods, sandwiches, and grocery items, plus a complete stock of beverages. Carmack is just off the interstate and is your source for Shell gas and diesel fuel. Never mind the time of day or night, because Carmack Shell and Convenience Store is always open and conveniently located right off I-55 at Exit 1. Look for the giant American flag. Carmack, one of your high school sports boosters.
Cotton Pick and Clean is your industrial strength cleaning service, specializing in schools, hospitals, and industrial facilities in Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Arkansas. Their professional personnel can handle the big cleaning jobs in a professional manner because they are professionals. Call Thomas McAllister at 573-979-4184 or Jeff Wells at 573-820-4476 and solve those cleaning issues once and for all with Cotton Pick and Clean, a supporter of high school sports.
Welcome back once again. We are at the halfway point in this one as the Dyersburg Trojans lead the Caruthersville Tigers 35-30 here at the break in the middle of this ball game. Tigers did lead by 6 after one, 22-16, but a 19-8 run for the Trojans have put them out front by 5, and they lead this one 35-30 here again at the halfway point. Looking at the scoring breakdown for the Tigers, Avion Moten with 8 points in the first half, Sammy Bryant with 9, Daquan Spates with 2 in the first half, Jamonte Alexander has 7 so far in the ball game, and Quan McVeigh with 4. Tigers shooting 4 or 5 from the free throw line and have 3 players with 2 fouls in the first half, Quan McVeigh, Jamonte Alexander, and Daquan Spates. For the Dyersburg Trojans, Jace Ward with 4 points, Ace Mahaffey with 11 points, the only player in double digits for either team. A.J. Higgins with 2 points in the first half. Thad Hill with 4 points in the first half. Jeffrey Cobb finished with 8. Has 8 at this point, not finished with 8. Mikey Macklin has 2 points in the ball game, and Braden Turnage has 2 points as well. 5 of 9 the shooting from the free throw line for the Dyersburg Trojans, and foul situation, just one player with 2 fouls. That is Braden Turnage for Dyersburg. Have about 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here at halftime. We're going to take another halftime break, come back with the second half for you right after this.
At the Bank of Missouri, banking is only part of who we are. Just like you or the everyday people who make up this community. We're your next door neighbor, the people cheering next to you at the Friday night football game, and the volunteers serving alongside you. At the Bank of Missouri, we're invested in this community because it's ours too. You are more than a customer to us, you're friends and neighbors. Together, we live well and bank well. With branches across Missouri, be sure to stop by the Bank of Missouri today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Prescription Drugstore makes it easy to refill your medications with Refill on the Go. Schedule your refills 24/7 whether you're on the go or from the comfort of your home. Taking more than one medication? Let Prescription Drugstore bundle your refills together by using their med synchronization service. Stop in or drive through today in their Caruthersville location, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and Saturdays 9 to 1, or on the Square in Hayti, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Learn more at PrescriptionDrugstoreRx.com.
Caruthersville, Missouri, the home of the best in small-town living, is also home to the Caruthersville Tigers, and the city of Caruthersville encourages you to attend all Tiger games this year. You can also follow the team on Pollock Radio and on our Facebook Live video stream. Good luck, Tigers, from Mayor Sue Grantham, Council members Johnny Hood, Luther Robinson, Josh Rittenberry, Paul Glass, J.J. Bullington, Don Grable, Jimmy Lyons, Jennifer Spence, City Clerk Takela Moten, and the employees of the city of Caruthersville.
High school sports can be a lot of fun and involved a lot of hard work by countless folks to field a team every week. Arcosa Marine Inc. knows this, and that's why they take pride in calling attention to the team efforts of the players, coaches, and fans in Pemiscot County. Arcosa Marine encourages you to support your favorite team when possible by attending all games, both home and away. Good luck and best wishes for a successful season to all area schools from the team at Arcosa Marine Products in Caruthersville.
Good luck to the Caruthersville Tigers from Caruthersville School District 18. The team is off to another great year, and District 18 encourages everyone to cheer on and support the Tigers throughout the season. Good luck, Tigers, from Superintendent Brad Gerling, Board President Jimmy Lyons, Vice President Lee Bethune, Treasurer Chloe White, and board members Tom McCall, Donna Clark, Joe Cagle, Teresa Tidwell, and the faculty, employees, and students of Caruthersville School District 18.
Dr. David M. Boyd, DMD, and the We Care team in Portageville are proud supporters of both high school sports and Bright Smiles. The office is open and they're seeing patients to ensure your good dental health and a smile. Please call them at 573-379-3650 to schedule an appointment. You may also visit the website at drdavidboyd.com. Go team from Dr. David M. Boyd, DMD, and the We Care team. Call 379-3650. Dr. Boyd congratulates all area teams and sends best wishes for another successful season.
Welcome back once again as we get ready to start the second half. Dyersburg out front in this one, 35-30. Well, the Tigers led after one and then conceded the lead to the Trojans in the second. See what both teams can do here in the second half. Again, this Charles Cowles Classic, two-day event here in Dyersburg. Game started last night. Tigers played last night in the second of three games, dropping that game by 85-80 to a very tough Obion County Central team. Obion County actually defeated Lake County 98-49 in the game prior to this one. So very explosive, high-scoring team, and Tigers played them close to the wire. Tigers have this one to inbound. Start things off in the second half. Bryan in the corner. He'll pull up wide open for three and knock it down. Sammy Bryan is showing off the three-point shot here. Double digits for that man with 12. Now a 2-point lead for Dyersburg. Higgins on the right side. Now Maffey on the right wing. Maffey will kick it back up top to Hill. Hill now swings it over to the left side to Higgins. Looking for the big man Turnage in the lane. Now we'll kick it back up to Hill. Hill driving. Now pulls up. Kicks it out to Maffey for three. Maffey wide open for three on the left side. He knocks that one down. Back to a 5-point lead for the Trojans. Maffey with 14 points in the game, leading all scorers so far. Alexander driving, pulls up at the free throw line. That was off the mark. Turnage the rebound for the Trojans. 6'8", 257 pounds. Braden Turnage, junior for the Dyersburg Trojans, as the pass goes out of bounds. Turn it over to the Tigers. They will inbound here with 7 minutes to go in the third. Trojans showing press. Spates brings it up the floor. Now picks up the dribble. Cross court to Sargent. Sargent will hold on to the basketball and give it off to Alexander. Back to Spates on the right wing. He will kick it back to Alexander up top. Alexander now driving, still driving. Wild shot off the backboard, no good. Turnage the rebound. Trojans on the 2-on-1. Higgins all the way. Shot is off the mark. Sargent comes down with it after the tip from Spates. Alexander with it. Bryant with it on the wing. Pulls up for the three once again. That's off the backboard and rolls in and out. Almost knocked down another one right there. Macklin in the front court now to Hill. Hill driving. Looking for the big man. Turnage. Dribble has it stripped away. Now we'll kick it out to Macklin for three on the right wing. That's off the mark. Hill comes running in for the rebound though. Maffey with it. Driving. Still driving. Now out to Turnage for three. That doesn't fall. Maffey with the rebound. Goes back up. He'll draw the foul as the shot doesn't go, and he'll go to the line once again for two. Colby Sargent picking up the foul for the Tigers. His first, team's first here in the third. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. First shot from Maffey's in there. 6-point lead for Dyersburg, 39-33. I believe that is their biggest lead of the night so far. Next shot from Maffey's up, and that one's in there. 7-point lead now, and that's their biggest lead of the night. 40-33. Tigers inbound. McVeigh takes it back off the inbound. Cuts through the defenders. Now Moden. Moden pulling up for three from the left side. No good. And Trojans with the rebound. Macklin will give it to Maffey. Maffey trying to get it around Bryan. Almost has it stolen away. Macklin comes out with it. Macklin to Hill. To Maffey up top. Looking for Turnage, stolen away by McVeigh, picked up by Bryant. Bryant has it stripped away by Hill. And there's a foul on the Trojans, I believe. That will be against Thad Hill. His second, team's first here in the third quarter. Tiger basketball to inbound. Bryant, the man that was fouled, will inbound. Gets it into Alexander. 5:30 to go in the third. Alexander to Spates. Spates back up top to Alexander. Alexander back to Spates once again. Looking for Moten in the lane, but Turnage steals it away. He'll hand it off to Hill, and Hill will bring it up the floor. Hands it off to Higgins. Higgins with the basketball now. Back to Hill up top. Over to Maffey on the left wing. Back up top to Hill. They swing it around here. Higgins on the right side now. Maffey in the corner. Pulls up for three. He can knock it down. Can't get that one to fall. Turnage the putback no good, and Alexander the rebound. Alexander up the floor. Has his pocket picked, but picks it back up. Bryant now. Alexander. Wild shot, and that is good for two. And we're going to have a timeout taken by the Tigers, trailing by 5, 40-35, with 4:41 left in the third. We'll be back right after this.
First State Bank and Trust is more than just products and services. We're there for you for your first paycheck, buying a home, opening a small business, starting a family, or planning to retire, and everything in between. We're the local bank you know and trust for all of your financial needs. Visit fsbtrust.com or stop by your local First State Bank and Trust to explore all of your financial options. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
4:41 left to go in the third, and the Tigers take the timeout after making the bucket. They lead by 5, or excuse me, they trail by 5 as Dyersburg has the lead, 40-35. They will inbound. Going to the floor here. Macklin will take it out for the Trojans. Inbounds to Higgins. He'll bring it up the floor. Higgins into the front court. And we'll set up the offense. Tigers sitting back in the zone defense now. They swing it back and forth. That's Macklin at the free throw line. Turnage on the spin move. And he'll go to the free throw line as he is fouled on the shot. That is McVeigh. That is his third in the ball game. Tigers second here in the third quarter. Turnage for 2. Gets a friendly bounce on that one as it falls in. Sargent will check in as McVeigh checks out. 6-point lead for Dyersburg. Turnage give him a 7-point lead once again. The free throw's up, and he knocks that one down. 42-35. Tigers again trying to get through the full court pressure here. They get in the front court. Bryant wide open for 3 once again. Bryant on fire from 3-point range here. Makes it just a 4-point game. Bryant 15 points in the ball game, all coming from the tray ball. Higgins now on the pass. Sargent steals it away, though, hands it off to Spates. Spates will bring it up the floor, now hand it off to Alexander. He'll bring it up the floor and set up the offense here. Trailing by 4. Corrects traffic, now just going to stand there and dribble. Now to sides. He's going to drive in and get called for a travel. So he tried to pass it off to Moten first, but couldn't get rid of it in time. Ward will check in as Higgins checks out. Dyersburg. 3:38 to go here in the third. Still a 4-point lead for the Trojans, 42-38. Ward up the floor quickly. Now picks up the dribble over to Hill on the right wing. Back up top to Ward. Back to Hill. Hill looking for Turnage. Turnage now to Maffey. Maffey will back out. Trying to get around Moat. Baseline was looking for Turnage, but Macklin comes out with it. Pulls up at the elbow. No good. And Sargent the rebound. Has his pocket pick there, but Spates there to pick it up. Moten driving. Shot from the lane. No good. Struggle for the basketball. Somehow Moten comes out with it. Sammy Bryan for 3. That's a little short off the front of the rim. Maffey the rebound for Dyersburg. Headed back the other way. And Sammy Bryant going to get called for the foul. Too much contact there. His second, team's third. Here in the third. Cobb will check back into the ball game as Hill will check out. 2:55 to go in the third here. Trojans inbound. Inbound goes up top to Turnage. Turnage now will dribble around, kick it back to Maffey. Maffey will set it up now. Double team. Has it tipped away, picks it back up in the backcourt, brings it in the front court, kicks it out to Ward. Ward for three, no good. Cobb comes flying in out of nowhere with the putback, but it's no good, and the Tigers rebound back the other way. Bryan in the corner for three. Sargent the rebound as the shot's off the mark. Moden with it on the left side now. Moden driving baseline. He'll pull up for the jumper. Can't get that to fall. And Macklin the rebound for Dyersburg. Out front to Ward. Ward driving. Ward pulls up for the floater in the lane. Turnage comes flying in for the rebound. Can't get the reverse to fall. And the Tigers back out front to Alexander. Alexander driving to Bryant. Bryant for three. Can't get that one to fall. Ward the rebound once again. Maffey will have it, bring it up the floor now. Back and forth, but no damage done for either team here. Still 42-38, 1:50 to go in the third. Maffey will kick it over to the right side to Cobb. Back to Maffey. Maffey trying to get around Bryant. Bryant picks his pocket there, and Alexander comes out with it. Out front to Bryant. Bryant lets Maffey swing by, and there's no foul on the call there, and the Tiger fans are completely flabbergasted by that one. Alexander will go up and lay this one in. And it is a 2-point lead now for the Trojans, 42-40. .123 left to go in the third. Not exactly sure what happened, but the official blew the whistle there and went and said something to the scorekeeper's table. No foul or anything called, so it is a 2-point lead for the Trojans here, 42-40, as they bring it up the floor. Cobb with it now on the right side. Macklin in the corner. Back up top to Higgins now. To Ward, top of the key. He'll dribble around. Now to Macklin at the free throw line. Higgins driving. Shot no good. Tipped around. Turnage comes out with it, hands it off to Cobb. Cobb driving, a little reverse move. That's good for Jeffrey Cobb for two. He's in double digits with 10. Spates brings it up the floor to Moten. Now 45 seconds here in the third. Sargent back to Moten. Moten on the right wing. Moten now will dribble, trying to get around Ward. Moten driving, pulls up, shot off balance. That's good for two, and he draws the foul. 10 points in the game for Abion Moten. Foul called on Jace Ward of the Trojans. His first, team second here in the third. So it is a 2-point game once again, 44-42. Moten can make it a 1-point game. One shot here. This one's up. A little bit short. Almost tipped back in by Alexander, but Trojans with the rebound. Ward will bring it up the floor. Man at midcourt by two Tiger defenders. Ball tipped by Sargent. Trap in the corner now on Higgins, and out of bounds off of the Tigers, so it'll stay Dyersburg basketball. 23 seconds to go here in the third. Maffey coming back in to the ball game. Macklin will check out. Ward will take it out for the Trojans. 23 seconds to go here in the third. Inbound goes to Higgins. Higgins will dribble out now. Now gets it back up top to Hill. Over to Ward on the right wing. Cobb for three from the corner. That's off the mark. Alexander the rebound. Gets it out front to Bryant. Bryant will pull up for three. Can get it to fall, and Moten will get charged for the foul, or called for the foul. His first, team's fourth here in the third. And Trojans will inbound. 7.1 seconds on the clock here in the third as they lead it by two. 44-42. Maffey brings it up the floor, hands it off to Hill. Maffey for three. Knocks it down. That's going to be our final shot here in the third. It's Ace Maffey draining the three. He now has 19 points in the ball game and a 5-point lead for Dyersburg going into the fourth quarter. We'll be back with the start of it right after this.
To stay ahead of any vision problems, it's a good idea to schedule a yearly eye exam with Dr. Allison Whitener at Boot Hill Eye Care in Caruthersville, or with Dr. Justin Schroeder and Dr. Jake Lewis at Dyersburg Family Eye Care. They offer diabetic eye care, treatment of glaucoma, dry eyes, and allergy conditions, and see them for prescription eyeglasses, progressive lenses, and contact lenses. For your appointment, call Boot Hill Eye Care at 573-333-3937 or Dyersburg Family Eye Care at 731-285-5411.
Need your COVID vaccination? Hayden Pharmacy in Caruthersville is offering COVID vaccinations, and all walk-ins are welcome. You can also get your flu shot or other vaccinations such as pneumonia and shingles at Hayden Pharmacy. Hayden Pharmacy is happy to provide a free delivery service and Pocket RX. Learn more at haydenpharmacy.com. Stop in today and check out their great selection of home decor and baby items. If you're expecting, sign up for their baby registry today. Hayden Pharmacy, 1200 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville.
Welcome back once again. We are in the fourth quarter of this one, and it's still just a 5-point difference between these two teams. Tigers actually led 22-16 after one, trailed 5 at the half, 35-30, and trailed by 5 right now, 47-42 as we start the fourth quarter. Trojan basketball to start off. Maffey will take it out for the Trojans. Ward takes it in the back court, and we'll bring it in the front court. Now to Higgins. Now to Cobb. Maffey in the corner. Hill back up top to Higgins. Cross to Ward. Now to Cobb. Higgins driving. Lost a handle on the basketball and gets a foul called here. Sargent getting called for the foul. He had a blank look on his face like, what did he do? And not going to lie, I was with him on that one. Didn't see any contact there, but the officials did. Misses the first one there as it clanks away. Second shot from Higgins will be on the way. That one's off the mark as well. Cobb, though, with the putback is no good, and the Trojans once again with the rebound. Alexander comes out with this one, though, through heavy traffic. Now having to pull up, hands it off to Spates. Spates across to Moten. Moten now will swap places with Bryant. Moten driving, little floater, bounces in for the Tigers. Cuts the lead back to 3. Thad Hill. Thad Hill for 3, no good. Moten comes out the rebound, but then it's tipped out and Ward has it. 3-on-1 here. Sargent will get called for the foul. Cobb will go to the free throw line. That's his third, team second here in the fourth. Cobb will go to the free throw line for the second time tonight. First shot from Cobb is in there, squeaks over the rim. McVay checking in as Sargent will check back out. Next shot from Cobb. Rolls in and out, no good. Alexander there with a strong rebound. And it's a 4-point lead for the Trojans here. Abion Moten has it in the corner. He'll pull up for 3. Knocks it down for 3. And a 1-point lead now for the Trojans. As the net gets wrapped around the rim, so the referee blowing the whistle there to get that taken care of. It is a 1-point lead, 48-47 in favor of the Trojans. Maffey inbounds to Ward. Ward will bring it up the floor. No pressure now. Looking for Maffey. Maffey has Bryant all over him. Gives it back to Ward. Ward now shuffling the feet and not getting the travel called against him there. Maffey in the corner now trying to get around Abion Moten. He'll kick it back up top as I think the Trojans got away with one there. Higgins has his pocket pick. Now in front to Alexander. Alexander has to be one man. That is Ward. He puts the shot in, and he'll go to the line, try to convert a 3-point play here as the Tigers once again with the lead, 49-48. Their first lead since back in the second quarter. 1-point lead. Alexander can make it 2 here. Higgins checks out. Macklin checks back in. Alexander from the free throw line, 4-1. Good place to make one there. So he knocks that one down. And it's a 2-point lead for the Tigers, 50-48. 6:20 to go in the ball game. Ward now trying to get around Alexander. Gets it to Macklin in the corner. Macklin to Maffey, immediately smothered by Bryant. Maffey trying to get around Bryant, a little behind the back move. Maffey for three. Can't get it to fall, rolls in and out. Tipped up and out of bounds by the Trojans. Tigers will have it going back the other way. Spades to inbound, gets it into Alexander. Trojans with some backcourt pressure here. Get it to McVeigh at half court. Now Bryant. Bryant now will back up, kick it out to Alexander. Restart the offense here. Alexander spin move, driving the lane. A little finger roll layup, no good, and turn into the rebound for the Trojans. Macklin will have it, come up the floor. Gets it to Maffey. Maffey will pull up on the right wing, and now we'll back up a little bit. Pressure from Bryant. Now to Ward. Cobb on the left wing. Turnage now. Spin move. Looking for Maffey running the lane. That's good for two off the glass, and Maffey will draw the foul. 21 points for Ace for the Trojans. We are tied at 50. Spates, that's his third. And 3 team fouls for the Tigers. Mahaffey at the line. 3 of 4 so far from the free throw line. And he's now 4 of 5 as he makes that one. And it is a 1-point lead for the Trojans as they will take a timeout with 5:28 to go here in regulation. We'll take one as well and be back right after this.
The Pemiscot County Career and Technology Center can provide the training you need for an entry-level position in today's advanced technical career fields. They'll help you get ahead with classes in automotive technology, ag building structures and construction trades, restaurant management, health occupations, industrial electronics, plus welding technology. All programs are backed by on-campus support and testing services. For information, call 359-2601 and get on the road to success with Pemiscot County Career and Technology Center. Call 359-2601.
At Carmack Shell and Convenience Store, convenience is more than just a catchy word. It's what they're all about. Carmack never closes and is always open with convenience items including hot foods, sandwiches, and grocery items, plus a complete stock of beverages. Carmack is just off the interstate and is your source for Shell gas and diesel fuel. Never mind the time of day or night, because Carmack Shell and Convenience Store is always open and conveniently located right off I-55 at Exit 1. Look for the giant American flag. Carmack, one of your high school sports boosters.
The Trojans took the timeout. 5:28 left to go here in regulation. They lead it by 1 once again after a free throw by Ace Mahaffey. And the Tigers will inbound here. Trojans going to back up into zone defense here. Been applying full court pressure the whole second half. Decided to do something different. Spates with it now. We'll kick it back to Alexander. Alexander to Spates. As the Tigers, a little slower pace here. McVeigh driving. Shot off the glass, no good. The putback by Jamonte Alexander on the tip. 16 points for Alexander and a 1-point lead for the Tigers. 5 minutes to go in regulation here. Macklin on the left side. Back up top to Ward. Ward will kick it to Hill over on the right side. Mahaffey on the right wing. Now swing it back around. Ward up top once again. Ward driving. Back to Hill. Hill to Macklin. Back to Hill once again in the corner. Hill driving. Little backdoor cut to Mahaffey. Mahaffey now smothered. Hill had it, but Alexander steals it. Alexander will take it. Lay it in nice and easy, and a 3-point lead for the Tigers now. 54-51. Ward with it quickly in the front court. Pulls up. Macklin looking for the big man Turnage. He drives in and pushes in, and he will draw the blocked foul as the Tigers were wanting to charge there. It's going to be Quan McVeigh picking up the foul. His team's fourth here in the fourth quarter. And Turnage will be at the free throw line for 2 shots here. First shot from Turnage. Takes a friendly bounce. Check that, he made the shot. So I missed him making the shot. So just one free throw there. And he makes that one. So a three-point play ties it up at 54. We approach 4 minutes to go in regulation here. Spates with it up near midcourt. Now to Alexander, back to Spates. Moten with it on the left wing. Fires a three-pointer. Give the Tigers the lead once again. 18 points for Moten. And a 3-point lead for the Tigers. Hill with it now. Looking down low to Macklin. Macklin drives, pushes in. Turnage the rebound, puts it back up too strong. Still fight for the basketball down there. Macklin puts it up no good. It's tipped out this time, and Hill has it. Hill driving. Floater from the lane is good after a couple bounces. His first point since the second quarter. Still a 1-point lead for the Tigers. 57-56. Alexander, Moten for three from the corner. Off the side of the backboard, Moten goes for the rebound, puts it back up and in for two. Moten 10 points in the frame and 20 in the ball game. 3-point lead for the Tigers now, 59-56. Ward with it on the right side. 3 minutes to go in regulation here. Down to Macklin. Macklin looking for Turnage. That's tipped up, and it will be out of bounds. I think they're going to talk it over as to who touched it and knocked it out, maybe. But they are getting together, so they're going to make sure they get it right here. And it will be Trojan basketball from the baseline. Nobody really mad about that, as that could have went either way. This one tipped up and out, and Abion Moten comes out with it. Trying to get out in front of Macklin. A little move in the left hand is good for two. Moten coming alive here in the fourth especially. 5-point lead now for the Tigers. And Turnage with two. 3-point lead and a timeout taken, I believe, by the Dyersburg Trojans. 2:35 to go in regulation as the Tigers out front by two, 61-58. We'll be back right after this.
Cotton Pick and Clean is your industrial strength cleaning service, specializing in schools, hospitals, and industrial facilities in Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Arkansas. Their professional personnel can handle the big cleaning jobs in a professional manner because they are professionals. Call Thomas McAllister at 573-979-4184 or Jeff Wells at 573-820-4476 and solve those cleaning issues once and for all with Cotton Pick and Clean, a supporter of high school sports.
2:35 to go in regulation as the Tigers lead this one 61-58. Inbounding here. And the Trojans, some more full court pressure here late in the ball game. Now they'll back up and let Alexander bring it up the floor. Into the front court. Alexander driving. Bryant for three. That's off the mark and turns the rebound for the Trojans. Mahaffey will bring it up the floor for Dyersburg. Met at half court by beyond Moten. Ward to Higgins. Higgins running the baseline. Looking for Macklin in the lane. That's good for two for Macklin. And a 1-point lead for the Tigers now. Spates will bring it up the floor. McVeigh driving. Shot is blocked by Turnage. Mahaffey with it now. Gives it to Macklin. Back to Mahaffey. Now to Higgins in the front court. 1:45 to go in regulation. Turnage pushing in. Shot is no good. And a foul called. That will be on Spates. That is his fourth. That is the team's fifth. So double bonus shooting now for the Trojans for the next minute and 43 seconds. Turnage is 5 of 5 from the free throw line. So good place to make a couple for his team. And he makes the first one. And that ties us up at 61. 10 points for Turnage. And another free throw coming. That one's in there as well. He has been automatic from the free throw line. And Trojans with the 1-point lead. Alexander now trying to get around Ward. To Moten in the front court. 3-point shot is no good, but Moten is hacked on the shot by Ace Mahaffey. He wasn't happy about it, but clearly saw his disposition change after Mahaffey ran by there. So Abion Moten at the line for three free throws here. It's the first one to fall. That ties us back up at 62. Moton, 2 more opportunities here. Next one up. That one's in there. Tigers with the lead once again. Sargent checking in and Spades checking out. Tigers lead 63-62, 1:35 to go. Moton has one more free throw here. The shot is up. Good place to make all 3, Avion, as he knocks them all down. Higgins with it in the corner to Turnage. Turnage now back to Higgins to Ward up top. Mahaffey on the left wing. A little spin move. He's driving. Now we'll kick it out to Macklin. Macklin driving now. Back up top to Ward. That ball will be kicked. And it'll be Trojans ball to inbound. Trailing by 2, 64-62 with the Tigers out front here. Higgins will take it out. Inbound goes to Ward in the backcourt. Ward will bring it back into the front court. Over to Higgins on the left wing. Back up top to Ward. Ward driving. Was looking for Turnage. Goes out of bounds. Off of the Trojans. It will be Tiger basketball going back the other way. 1:07 to go here in regulation. Heck of a game here to finish out the Charles Cowles Classic here from Dyersburg. Final game of the night and of this shootout. Spades back in the ball game. Inbound to Alexander. Alexander having to go through some traffic. Now to Moton. Moton driving. Pulls up for the jumper. He's fouled on the shot. That will be Turnage. Picking up the foul. His third. Team's third. And I think Turnage on the argument there was just about to get teed up there, but he pulled it back in check. Moton at the free throw line for 2 here. Can't get that one to fall as it rolls in and out. Still just a 2-point lead for the Tigers. 58.2 seconds to go in the ball game. Moton's second shot is up, and that one's in there. 3-point lead for the Tigers, 65-62. Trojans looking to do something here. Hill with it on the left wing. Back up top to Ward. Ward to Mahaffey. Mahaffey now to the Hill. Macklin in the corner, looking for Mahaffey running the lane. He'll draw the foul. See, the shot does not fall. That will be Sargent picking up the foul. That is his 4th. And Mahaffey will be at the line for 2. Mace Mahaffey is 4-5 from the free throw line, shooting 2. And the first one is in there. That makes it a 2-point game. Spades back in, and Sargent will check back out. Mahaffey's next shot here. Make it a 1-point game. This one's up, and it's in there. He knocks both of those down, and it is 65-64 in favor of the Tigers. Tigers double team. Pass goes out of bounds as Alexander was trapped in the backcourt, tried to get it up the court to Moton, and it went out of bounds off of Moton. Spades checking out, Higgins checking out. Sargent back into the ball game, as well as Cobb for the Trojans. Hill will take it out. Inbound will go to Macklin in the backcourt here. Trojans trail by 1, 65-64. Hill with it now up top. Cobb with it on the right wing. Mahaffey with it now on the right corner. Turnage. Turnage pushes and he lays it in for 2. Now the Trojans with the 1-point lead. Alexander with it up the floor. Alexander driving. Shot is up, and it is no good, but he will draw the foul and go to the free throw line with 11.6 seconds on the clock here. Not sure who the player was. I missed who that foul was against, but it is his 4th foul. I think that is Turnage. Alexander at the line for 2. Tigers trail by 1, 66-65. Just under 12 seconds to go. First shot from Alexander is on the way. And it's in there. We're tied up at 66. Alexander will get one more to give his team the lead here. Second shot from Alexander's up. Bounces around and it's in there. Tigers take the lead, 67-66. Mahaffey takes the inbound. Loses the handle in the backcourt. Now picks it up. Turnage has it at midcourt, and the Trojans take a timeout. 6.4 seconds left on the clock as they trail by one, 67-66. We're going to keep it here, though, as this has been a phenomenal basketball game from the start. Tigers led by 6 after one, 22-16. Trojans came roaring back in the second quarter, took the lead, and led by 5 at the half, 35-30. Still a 5-point spread when we started this frame, 47-42, but the Tigers so far have outscored the Trojans here in the third quarter. And they lead it by one, 67-66. Trojans will have 6.4 seconds on the clock to inbound. Try to take the lead or win this one at the buzzer. Tigers are just looking to not foul on whatever shot is taken. Leading scorer for the Trojans is Ace Mahaffey, but also Turnage, the big man down low, a factor in there as well. 6.4 seconds in regulation. As the Trojans taking another timeout. So we're going to take a quick timeout on this one and be back right after this with the finish of this game. So stay with us.
At the Bank of Missouri, banking is only part of who we are. Just like you are the everyday people who make up this community. We're your next door neighbor, the people cheering next to you at the Friday night football game, and the volunteers serving alongside you. At the Bank of Missouri, we're invested in this community because it's ours too. You are more than a customer to us, you're friends and neighbors. Together, we live well and bank well. With branches across Missouri, be sure to stop by the Bank of Missouri today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back once again to this final game here in the Charles Cowles Classic here from Dyersburg. 2-day shootout. And the Tigers looking to split this one. They lost to Obion County Central last night by 5 as it went down to the wire. Trying to hold off the Trojans here. 6.4 seconds left. And the Tigers lead it by 1, 67-66. Macklin will take it out for the Trojans. Inbound goes to Mahaffey in the corner. Mahaffey driving. Shot is up. It rolls in and out. No good. Tigers have the rebound. And they are fouled with 1.1 seconds left. And Sargent will go to the free throw line. That is the 5th team foul. That is Mikey Macklin. That is a 5th team foul. Sargent will go to the free throw line for 2. Which is what the Tigers want because the ball, of course, moves down to this end of the floor. So whatever happens, Trojans have to go length of the floor in 1.1 second here. Pull off a miraculous shot. Sargent at the line for the first time tonight, shooting 2. Makes the first one. What a place to make a free throw. Get your first point in the ball game. Now it's a 2-point lead, 68-62. Next shot from Sargent. It's up off the front of the rim. Turnage with it. Mahaffey will sling it. It will come up short, and the Tigers will come away with the win, 68-66, as they cap off the final day of the Charles Cowles Classic. What a finish to this one. Good ball game all the way around, and we will take our final break of the night and the shootout and come out and wrap it up from this one here in the Charles Cowles Classic. Stay with us.
Prescription Drug Store makes it easy to refill your medications with Refill on the Go. Schedule your refills 24/7 whether you're on the go or from the comfort of your home. Taking more than one medication? Let Prescription Drug Store bundle your refills together by using their med synchronization service. Stop in or drive through today in their Caruthersville location, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and Saturdays 9 to 1, or on the Square in Hayti, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Learn more at prescriptiondrugstoreRx.com.
Caruthersville, Missouri, the home of the best in small-town living, is also home to the Caruthersville Tigers. And the city of Caruthersville encourages you to attend all Tiger games this year. You can also follow the team on Pollock Radio and on our Facebook Live video stream. Good luck, Tigers, from Mayor Sue Grantham, Council members Johnny Hood, Luther Robinson, Josh Rittenberry, Paul Glass, J.J. Bullington, Don Grable, Jimmy Lyons, Jennifer Spence, City Clerk Takela Moten, and the employees of the city of Caruthersville.
High school sports can be a lot of fun and involved a lot of hard work by countless folks to field a team every week. Arcosa Marine Inc. knows this, and that's why they take pride in calling attention to the team efforts of the players, coaches, and fans in Pemiscot County. Arcosa Marine encourages you to support your favorite team when possible by attending all games, both home and away. Good luck and best wishes for a successful season to all area schools from the team at Arcosa Marine Products in Caruthersville. High school sports can be a lot of fun and involved a lot of hard work by
Welcome back once again to the Charles Cowles Classic here from Dyersburg as the Tigers finish the night and finish this shootout with a phenomenal win over the Dyersburg Trojans. Hard-fought victory. Again, they led by 6 after 1, 22-16, but fell behind in the second quarter and trailed all the way until the fourth quarter. We started the fourth quarter with the Tigers trailing 47-42. Finally went ahead in the fourth. It was back and forth for a little bit, but held off the Dyersburg Trojans by 2, 68-66, the final score in this one. Leading all scorers on the floor was Avion Moten with 26 points. He had 16 in the fourth quarter to help the surging Tigers come back in this one. Sammy Bryant finished in double digits with 15 as well. Daquan Spates finished with 2. Tremonte Alexander finished clutch 8 points in the fourth quarter to help his team surge ahead as well, as he finished with 19. Quan McVeigh finished with 4. Kobe Sargent, a crucial free throw there, the final seconds to put him up by 2, as he finished with 1. Tigers shooting 13 of 17 from the free throw line for the Dyersburg Trojans. Jace Ward finished with 4. Ace Mahaffey finished with 23. A.J. Higgins with 2. Thad Hill was 6. Jeffrey Cobb finished in double digits with 11. Mikey Macklin finished with 4. And Braden Turnage finished in double digits as well with 13. Had 9 of those coming in the fourth quarter. And the Dyersburg Trojans, 16 of 24 overall from the free throw line in the ball game. So again, the Tigers with split wins in the varsity division as they lost another close game last night, 85-80 to Obion County Central. Mud pick up the win tonight, 68-66. The varsity dropping earlier in their matchup, 57-44 to the Dyersburg Trojans in the JV section. So we'll be back with you the next time we bring you Tiger basketball. I do not have that schedule with me right now, so hopefully it'll be soon. But if not, you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks to our sponsors making it possible to bring you coverage here of the Tigers in the Charles Cowles Classic. Thanks to Ryan McDaniel running our camera controls. Tad Jones running things on the technical side. Monty Lyons back at the station as well. And thanks to Perry Jones and Paige Gillick last night for covering the game for us against Obion County Central. Paul Glass for Pollock Broadcasting. Again, until next time, everybody have a safe weekend and be blessed.
This has been Caruthersville Tigers basketball from the Charles Cowles Christmas Classic in Dyersburg. Sponsors for our broadcast include Carmack Shell and Convenience Store, the Caruthersville School District, the Bank of Missouri, Arcosa Marine, the Pemiscot County Special School District, Boot Heel Eye Care, Dr. David M. Boyd, DMD, the City of Caruthersville, Cotton Pick and Clean, by Citizens for Donnie Brown, Hayden Pharmacy, First State Bank and Trust, and by Prescription Drug Store. This broadcast has been a production of Pollock Broadcasting Company.